Yeah. And the whole issue there is with the presentism that everybody wants to hold account people that lived hundreds of years ago to today's standards. Well, what's going to be like in 500 years from now? People look back at you and they're going to be
Yeah.
like, oh, look at this person. They didn't. I mean, the way that we're going right now, just interesting. I just found out the other day what a furry is. Do you know what a furry is?
Dude, I've known the furries. Dude, I played World of Warcraft and I played with a furry. And so we'd make so many jokes. And so, do you know that furries Yiff? So
Yeah.
they like rub up against each other in these costumes. Yiff, 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 yiff.
I don't know about that.
So
And
you
so
have to,
it's like people are legitimately identifying that like now, like they are with non-binary and stuff like that.
oh, that's been
I don't
around
know
for.
where that's going. I don't have much comment on all of that, but 500 years now, you're looking at this as a trajectory where this can go. 500 years of people are coming up with new identities and they're going to looking back in you and be like, oh, look how ignorant they were, or look how bigoted they were that they didn't accept this. It's it's stupid to go ahead and hold people that lived so many years ago to today's standards. Not to say that they were perfect or anything, but you yourself could be at the other end of that too eventually. And so
I think that for Americans, exploring their sexuality in many ways is the closest thing they can come to exploring, no pun intended, come to exploring their spirituality, because we're not allowed to be spiritual as American Westerners,
we're
right?
we're hungry for something, and I do love that we're starting to look at all of these other identities. Well, here's the thing: what I love about Eastern philosophy is like your identities are all of these attachments, and those attachments are the root of all suffering.
Hmm. Because your attachment is never right. Your model of the world is never going to fit reality. But if you're so rigid
Yeah,
in holding on to that model of the world, well, you're actually going to kill yourself from the inside
exactly,
and a disciple of death.
exactly. So this whole thing with this drive of just ultra identity, I mean, getting to the point now where they're criticizing Brendan Fraser, for playing a 600-pound gay man in a movie because he's neither 600 pounds nor is he gay. And they're trying to say they should find like a 600-pound gay guy. Well, I'm really offended that they didn't get a real serial killer to play Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, that's good. I love that. I didn't see that coming. You snuck one up on me.
It's just it borderline just derangement. It's
It
just
does. It really does. It really does, man. And I get that representation matters. I get that to a little kid. It's
yeah.
really, really nice
Oh,
to be
yeah.
able to be like, hey, that kid looks like me and look what he's doing. Well, why can't I do that? Well, that makes a lot of sense. But Brendan Fraser can act.
Exactly. He
So
can.
somebody, and you know what? It takes a lot of discipline to memorize lines. You know what I can guarantee about somebody who weighs 600 pounds? Guarantee. I don't even have to meet them. They don't have a lot of discipline in their lives.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
mean, we
so,
go out on a limb there, Yeah.
yeah. Right. And so, like, I
And they
mean,
might have a hard time leaving their house to go to an audition in the
yeah.
first place.
Right. As with the forklift, picking them up and putting them in the back of the,
Exactly.
of the truck. Um, and so what is silly is just how propagandized people are, that making even a silly joke in a comment like that and just show the absurdity, right? Well, then I must be a bigot.
Mm.
And but good thing I'm wearing a tinfoil hat, so you can't put me as a bigot. I'm just a crazy person. I mean, all I do is read Jocko Willink, David Hawkins, Peter
I
Sage, Plato.
How could I be a bigot? I voted for Hillary Clinton.
Right, I voted for a woman. Right? Yeah.
We've solved everything.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Well, hey, any last thoughts?
No, I'm just looking forward to the next conversation.
Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed this. I like that we could get into conspiracy theories in a relatively light-hearted manner. I mean, we were talking about Nazis for a while, so it did get a little deep there. But ultimately, man, having an enlightened conversation with somebody who's just kind of got their own views is a lot of fun, and conversations should be organic and just kind of see where they go.
Exactly. I absolutely agree.
Awesome, man. Well, love you, buddy.
Love you back, but thanks again. Sorry about I wasn't expecting him to stay here this late and interrupt like that. So
No worries, man. Good for you for helping a guy in need, right? I can wait. I'm sitting in my home on my chair at my computer. I can, F around and entertain myself. But yeah, man, you helped him out. He's helping you out. Hey, that's what the world's about.
yeah, that's true.
Awesome, man. Well, may love and truth always guide your path.
Likewise, and namaskar. Thank you so much, Josh.
You're welcome, sir.